Secure transmission established. This is Watcher 2. Your efforts to destabilize the terror network are working better than expected, Cypher. Unfortunately, I don't have good news. We attempted to capture the Eagle in a raid on Tholiton. We found a base, but the man had moved on.
If we can't find him, we'll keep attacking his network.
Agreed. Sooner or later, he'll have nowhere to run. We've also been researching the so-called Eradicator devices. They're satellites, orbital strike weapons with enough firepower to level a city. Here's the bizarre thing. The terrorists aren't building the Eradicators, they're growing them.
This is a nice reply. Watch this. So, we're fighting trees now.
Never figured the Eagle for a gardener.
For the record, he's not, according to our profile. The Eradicators are a combination of biological and mechanical components, organic batteries in a weaponized shell. The terrorists don't need factories anymore. They can grow Eradicators wherever there's room.
Cheap, destructive, and disposable.
Our people are jealous they didn't think it up. We'll continue gathering information. We know what the Eradicators are, but not where or how they'll be used. You have your own mission. Destroy the cells and they'll lead us to the Eagle. Watcher 2 out. Stand by. I'm routing comm traffic through our mid-rim outposts. You're on a 6-second delay until I resynchronize the data stream. 3, 2, 1. Synced and secured. Tracking systems show you're in the castle lands of Alderaan. Enjoy the view, Cypher. I hear the mountains are lovely.
No more beautiful than my Watcher.
But are they icier? Don't answer that. Alderaan is governed by the wealthiest noble families in the galaxy. They've feuded for centuries, and are presently engaged in a full-scale war. You're here because Imperial intelligence believes that one of the noble houses, or a noble within one of the houses, is financing the Eagle's terror network.
Maybe you should assign an accountant to this job.
This isn't about credit trails. These are dangerous people. The Empire's resources are tied up supporting House Thul's efforts to claim the throne. But intelligence does have one asset. Vector Hillis. Vector was an Imperial ambassador to the nobles, but he was later repurposed. Now he's with the Killiks, Alderaan's native alien species.
Why are you being cagey, Watcher 2?
Apologies. Vector's is an unusual case, and I should explain. When Vector approached the Killiks on a mission of diplomacy, they absorbed him into their collective intelligence. He's part of their hive mind. However, he continues to file activity reports, and we believe he's still loyal to the Empire, even if he's barely human anymore.
How's that possible?
Prolonged exposure to the Killiks induces physiological changes. He shares thoughts, feelings with them, but we don't know much more. We've requisitioned Vector from the diplomatic service and given him a need-to-know overview. You'll rendezvous at these coordinates. Use him to eliminate any noble or house funding the terrorists. Watcher 2 out.
Nice. This is Alderaan. Last planet in chapter 1.
Yes, this is the one, as the song schedule determined.
I can't wait to see how this goes.
We are Vector Hillis, Dawn Herald of the Ouroboros Nest. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Agent.
Cypher 9. I'm with Imperial Intelligence.
Of course. We trust our appearance doesn't disturb you. Our superiors in the diplomatic service find our joining disconcerting, but it was necessary. The joining allowed us to share thoughts and senses with the Nest, forge a bond between Empire and Kilix. The change is a small price.
Being transformed doesn't bother you?
It was unexpected, but now I'm part of the kind. I hear the song of the universe. It's a magnificent thing. Yes, as to your target, Imperial Intelligence provided us with a list of names, dates, and locations connected to your terrorist financier.
If you have something to say, say it.
We can't identify the financier himself, but your information shows he's visited House Organa, House Ceres, House Pantier, and House Cortes. Cortes is a vassal of the Empire's proxy, House Thul. If you show the Cortes Baron a copy of our findings, he might close in on your foe.
If I can manipulate a heart, I can handle a Baron.
A hut? Indeed. We must proceed to the Dance of Unlighting, but we'll remain here for the duration of your mission. We suggest you present yourself to Cortes as an ally of the Empire, show strength, and don't mention your intelligence connections.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Hold your guard. Hold your guard. In the name of Baron Payar Cortes and the Cortes Barony, I demand you state your business or face expulsion.
How dare you speak to me this way? I am a Count of House Thule.
Indeed. Forgive me, Your Highness, if I'd known you were coming.
I knew nothing of Thule emissaries either, Captain. I am Baroness Che Cortes, Your Highness. Forgive our inhospitality, but my husband has no time for visitors.
Watch your tone. House Cortes is merely a vassal, and would be nothing without House Thule.
My house has a proud and noble position. Don't say such things. Some days ago, we lost a squad of battle droids patrolling the borders of Cortes lands. That squad was our first line of defense. We believe the squad's disappearance may presage an attack, yet not one of our allies has come to our aid.
What makes you think I was involved with your lost squad?
Nothing. But you've done naught to make my house safer. We don't know what destroyed our droids. They went silent. Until we find out, we must prepare for the worst. If you wish to make amends, send your troops to determine the fate of our patrol. Perhaps that will make my Baron smile again.
We'll do everything possible to make this right.
I'll leave you to Captain Perovius. I hope to see you under better circumstances.
Your Highness, if your men find the droids, tell them to activate the squad's homing beacon. Perhaps the data logs will help us.
Yeah.
Rise and shine.
This is Captain Perovius. A pleasure to hear from you, Your Highness.
I'm impressed that you conducted the search personally. We're receiving the droid's logs now. You have my thanks.
I don't send others to do my dirty work. And I get the job done.
A rare thing for a noble of your position. At any rate, these logs are discouraging. The droid skirmish with the Killiks. Blasted bugs are on Cortez lands again.
I ran into a few more on my way here.
Figures as much. Rumor has it that the Killik nest is growing. Probably scouting for a new home. I'll make sure the Baron knows. Those things won't build a new hive in Cortez territory. I'll tell you that.
Now that I've done my part, may I see the Baron?
The Baroness is offering you an invitation to the estate. You may return at your leisure.
The Baron is expecting you. This way, please.
Our guest has arrived, my lord.
Baron Payar Cortez, Sword of the Castle Lands, I hereby present to you the Honorable Count Thule, emissary of his house. This man risked himself in the service of House Cortez, valiantly recovering our lost patrol and identifying the Killik threat. In appreciation of his noble deeds, and out of respect for his accomplishments, I ask that you grant him recognition.
I so grant him recognition. I am Baron Payar Cortez, good sir. Welcome to my home.
Allow me to present Kaleo Janis, my loyal and trusted associate.
Such an exotic young woman. How is it you come to be here?
I slid out of Mama's womb and picked up a blaster. Now I'm your new friend's bodyguard. Of course, you and me could be friends, too. You got a nice place here. I could stick around a while.
Baron?
You are an intriguing creature, I admit.
Hear what he said? That was sweet.
With those manners, you could be royalty.
I could welcome people just like the Baroness.
I hope I didn't give the wrong impression at the gates. I just take the security of my house very seriously.
One of few things she does, along with her gardens and her ack dogs.
You'll make me blush, my lord.
Tell me now, why do you seek my house? Is there a favor you would ask? An alliance you'd propose?
This data describes someone who interests me. Take a look.
I don't know what I'm looking for, but very well. Ah, I see. A visitor to my house. I believe the guest you're looking for is Master Denry Ale. We've hosted him and his summits on a number of occasions.
Tell me where to find this man.
Ah, well, it may not be so easy as that. Denry Ale was once Lord Denry Ale, a powerful and respected man among the vassal houses. But some years ago, he abdicated his position.
He became a mediator dedicated to forging peace.
Strange you should ask about him now. For several weeks, Denry Ale has been missing. Whether off on some secret negotiation or something more regrettable, no one knows.
I know which possibility I'd wager on.
I'll begin looking into Ale's whereabouts through formal and informal diplomatic channels. If I can find him for you, I will. You may also wish to investigate the matter yourself. I'm sure House Thule has friends who can assist.
You'll let me know if you find anything.
Of course. I'll send a message immediately. In the meantime, you're welcome to stay as a guest. House Cortez prides itself on its hospitality.
We'll have to dine together. You can meet the Ack dogs.
The Baron has spoken. This audience is at an end.
Yeah.
Is it me, or are there more bugs than last time?
Welcome back. Your aura reflects your attunement to the great song.
Vector, good to see you again, too.
Our observers saw you enter the Cortez estate. The fingerlings were listening and heard mention of Denry Ale. We met Ale during our time as ambassador. With his wealth and talent, he could be your target.
The Baron claims not to know his whereabouts.
We might be able to help. Our nest has had many joiners over the years. Soldiers, children, nobles. We can search their memories and see what they know of Denry Ale.
Let's see what you come up with.
We remember Pabal Alder. When her speeder crashed, our foragers brought her to the hive. Our healers tended her. We became one. Her house, House Alder, an old house of scholars and antiquarians, granted Ale residence in honor of his work as a mediator. Ale kept records of his work in the Alder estate. If you can penetrate the estate's defenses, those records are yours.
Good work. I'll have those records in no time.
If we may be so bold. A warning. House Alder opposes the Empire, and the estate is always prepared for an Imperial attack, even a stealthy one. Be careful.
Rector Hillis is kind of creepy. Creepy bug guy.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
I'll be right back. And I'm back. Now. Is this right?
Agent, it's good to see you. Yes, we apologize. The nest has been invigorated by star dancing. If you could smell the pheromones, you'd understand our restlessness.
This restlessness, is it going to be a problem?
There's nothing to be concerned about. The hive is growing, and we all benefit. We even have a gift for you. These orbs contain white membrosia, rare nectar produced by our givers. Pull back the wax and sip. You'll find it gives strength and healing.
Practical but exotic. I like it.
We hoped you might. In any case, how's the search for Denry Ale?
Here. I located the files in House Alder.
This is perplexing. It looks like Ale funded the destruction of the Dominator and the assassination of Darth Jadus. But the rest is very odd. Have you shown this to Baron Pear?
I was hoping I wouldn't need to.
Baron Pear may see nuances we don't. We've mentioned our difficulty with human personalities. We'll be on alert, should you need anything else. The nest embraces our unity.
Welcome back. I'll let the Baron know you're here.
My dear, you shouldn't concern yourself with trifling details.
I am concerned. This house needs all I can give, not just my gardening skills.
Enough, we'll speak later. Your Highness, it's a pleasure to see you on such a chilly day. But if you're here about Denry Ale, I must disappoint. I've been gathering information, yet I cannot locate him with any certainty.
In exchange, Baron, I'll share my information if you share yours.
I'm more than willing. May I? These records. They are the pieces of a puzzle my own sources left incomplete. It appears that some weeks ago, Master Ale arranged a secret meeting with House Rist. That meeting is doubtless occurring as we speak.
Ale's not meeting with anyone, he's hiding.
I defer to your judgment. Still, be cautious. House Rist is a stain upon the nobility. A house of slayers and poisoners. I suggest you wait for Denry Ale's return. A month, perhaps 2. Don't earn the Rist assassins' ire by interfering in their affairs.
Unfortunately, my mission is urgent.
I admire your energy, but these games should be played with caution. Confronting Rist will do no good. Now, I must cut this discussion short. I have other matters to attend to. See to our guest, my lady. Make certain Cortes hospitality remains second to none.
I'm sorry about my husband. He's a busy man, and a brave one. Just not brave enough to confront the House Rist.
confusing bravery with stupidity.
Then you plan to wait Ale out? You don't seem like someone content to sit around in hopes of an easy solution. Everything the Baron said about Rist is true. They are a stain on society, and a foe of Cortes. We live in fear of their blades. But you found our lost patrol, stole Denry Ale's records.
You have no idea of the things I can do.
I can imagine. The Baron won't listen to my ideas. But you could show him the meaning of bravery. You could show all the houses that defying Rist isn't hopeless. Find Denry Ale, fight the assassins, change things for all of us.
I can't refuse such a pretty face.
You're very kind. You know, it's a long journey. Join me in my chambers? We could get something to warm you before you go.
Cortes hospitality really is second to none.
And there's a lot more to see. And when we're through, you can leave for Rist and take my hopes with you.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Ah, I was starting to wonder if we'd meet face to face. Welcome to House Rist. My name is Denry Ale, but of course you know that, and so much more after stealing my records.
I know you're funding the Eagle and his terror network.
Do you really? How satisfying for you. Not that it matters. When we heard you were on your way, I arranged for my friends at considerable expense to prepare a traditional Rist welcome.
Why don't I show you a traditional Imperial welcome instead?
And I'll show you how to die!
Rise and shine. Some of this.
You worthless filth. You may have killed me, but you can't take away what I've achieved. I worked for peace on Alderaan. I showed the houses how to settle their differences. What have you ever done for decent men?
I protect decent people from terrorists like you.
You blind fanatic. You never understand.
Master Ian, I'm sorry to disturb, but this message must reach you in time.
The situation's grown worse. The thorn in my side knows you're visiting House Rist, and I believe he'll soon give chase. He's dangerous, Denry. He's in league with my husband, and somehow gained access to your personal journals. You're going to need protection. I know the Rists aren't committed to working for us yet, but I hope you can convince them to help you. I'm sure you can sway them somehow. You've a way with words.
Traitorous bitch. Get it now.
Halt! Leave Cortez lands immediately, or be forcibly expelled.
You'd speak this way to the Baron's guest.
The Baroness has revoked your access to the estate. She's ordered all defenses raised. You may as well turn around. We've got blast doors, force fields. This estate is designed to repel an army.
The Baroness is funding terrorists, and I have proof.
I'm not interested in your proof. I'm interested in removing a threat to my house. All droids, attack now!
Fun. I don't think blasters are going to get us through here, Agent. Maybe we should talk to your bug boy. All right, make me look good.
Agent, come inside. The nest is prepared to defend you.
Yeah, that's what you need these bugs for. Defending us.
Our observers saw what happened. Why did Cortez turn on you? How can we help?
Turns out the Baroness is working with the terrorists.
The Baroness? This is unexpected. The Nest has studied the Cortez Estate's defenses and deemed them formidable. The interior shields are designed for squads of human attackers. The perimeter security systems are meant to combat armies and Killik swarms.
We disable the shield somehow.
The power generators are behind the main estate. They're well guarded, but they might be sabotaged from the inside. If I could reach the generators, I could release a swarm of fingerling Killiks. Our smallest brethren can easily slip through the cracks and damage the machinery.
You've got miniature saboteur bugs?
Yes. There are times when smaller bodies prove useful.
If you two are taking out the shield generators, I'll keep the Cortez patrols busy. Maybe poach something nice.
You're planning to steal the Baron's prize Thranters?
What? We've got room on the ship.
Each of us can carry a handful of fingerling eggs. Once our young destroy the shield generator, we can proceed inside. Are you well?
Crap.
Increasing combat pheromones.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay. Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Let's get to the power generators. We have eggs to deliver.
Tests.
Well? Slowly.
Increasing combat pheromone. fingerlings have ruined the power generators. We should find Baroness J. Are you well? Well? Take it slowly.
What have you done?
Baron, I beg of you.
You have made an enemy of the Empire. You have brought vermin into my house.
I swear, I only wanted to protect us.
Silence! My honored guest, I bow my head in surrender, and I apologize for what's become of Cortez.
I'm here for your wife, Baron. She's committed terrorist offenses against the Empire.
I fought the only way I could. All I ever had was money.
Our reinforcements have arrived. We will attack on your signal.
I knew nothing of my wife's conspiracy. She only confessed once the house defenses were down. But I will make amends. Now, Captain.
Your wife may be dead, but she was part of your house. Vector, tell the Killiks to attack.
Excellent. The nest is pleased. These rooms are perfect for egg chambers and membrosia pools. The family can become joiners.
Damn you! Damn all of you! House Cortez will have revenge!
Protect the Baron and attack!
We are victorious. The hive is secure. The injured will be tended to and transformed. The dead will feed the larvae.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer family.
They will become valued members of the nest. Now, we'd like to bring this mission to a close. With your permission, we'll upload House Cortez's data to Imperial Intelligence.
This is Keeper to Cipher 9. I'm receiving your transmission. Watchers are reviewing the Cortez logs now. It looks like you've wrapped up the terrorist financing situation. Congratulations.
I'm proud to be of service, sir.
Preliminary analysis suggests the Eagle's terror network will run low on funds within weeks. The cells will look for alternative credit sources, of course. Let's not give them the chance to find any.
We'll keep them on the run. Anything else?
One other thing. I contacted Vector's superiors in the diplomatic service, and we've reached an agreement.
Sir?
Your requisition has been made permanent. You've been officially transferred to Imperial Intelligence. Cipher 9, from now on, Vector Hellis will act as a covert assault agent under your command. Understood?
Understood. Welcome aboard, Vector.
We'll do our best to live up to expectations.
Once you're through on Alderaan, return to your ship for debriefing. Watcher 2 should have updates ready for you. In the meantime, instruct Vector as you see fit. I expect he'll require additional training.
Give me time, I can whip him into shape.
Good. Stay alert, Cipher. Keep her out.
The Nest is pleased with the Empire and encourages this opportunity. We remain Dawn Herald, but we will travel at your side.
You've been with the Killiks a long time. Any anxiety about leaving the Hive?
Perhaps. It has been our home since transformation. But We've always been an emissary. First from the Empire to the Killiks, and now from the Killiks to the galaxy. It should be a fascinating experience.